Alright, this is the fourth time I've had to shoot this video. I don't know why, but I'm actually going to change the subject matter to Matrix Reloaded. What does that mean? I'm actually going to prove to you, that the Matrix has reloaded. Yeah, I'm using science, and you decide if it's your thing or not, but I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect you, what we can do. It's all amazing. Of course it is. You're on my channel, and you're amazing, and you have no limits. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube here. Oh, there's great use for the Master Key system. I can fan myself. Oh, I'm here to help you break through those fears, my dear, and raise the frequency of the planet one light being at a time. It's really just one person at a time. It starts with us, but so many times we're looking at the other. They should. As soon as you start a sentence with they, especially they should, ego's in control. Matrix Reloaded. How do I know? I can prove it. Predictions are based on circumstances at the present time of the prediction, projected into the future according to the current frequency of the planet. All of the people who are legitimate will tell you that these predictions can be changed. All of them. All, no matter how cray-cray and horrible they sound, all of them can be changed, even the worst of circumstances. So, Edgar Cayce, Nostradamus, and many others have predicted unbelievable things. By the way, we're decades past those predictions, those timelines. Does it mean it's not going to happen? Yeah, it's not going to happen. Now, other things will and can happen. Why? How do I know the Matrix Reloaded? Because they didn't happen. So if you go into, and by the way, I saw, and I just did this the last week, I saw some predictions of people that I'd never even heard of that supposedly are these amazing people. They're always right. And funny, I listened to some of the videos of the predictions, and they're like 10 years old or 20 years old, like before 2012. And none of them, not one prediction I heard has come to pass. And we're past those timelines too. We reloaded. Matrix Reloaded? Yeah, it's a new game. So we're not getting out of the Matrix because the game is to win it, to raise the frequency, to go into harmony, community, to recognize that we are the brilliant light behind the power that created the Matrix, created the bodies, and created the whole play, and all of our roles too. So we individually get to play these. We're not individuals at all, but we're all connected, and so therefore everything I do affects you and the universe. Fact, all right? Quantum physics. Can't take a photon and split it. It is not two separate photons. It acts as if it's never been separated. Fact. Boop. In other words, you can split us up all you want into different forms, but everything is absolutely from one source. All of it is. The Matrix has reloaded. In other words, we are not playing the same game anymore. Pretty cool, huh? So we're actually removing some of the veils. In other words, we're getting to see the realms outside of the Matrix too, because the game we played, agreed to play to, that we have changed, is that we're awakening. So as awakened beings, part of that Matrix reload is that we get to remove some of the veils to see past it. We're doing that. So it's not somebody's like removing the veils for us. Yeah. Here, you know, Wizard of Oz. Ooh, don't look at the man behind the curtain. Thank God for little Toto, huh? Well, we don't have Toto here. We've got you, because you have all power. You are the one source of everything. But you can't know that, or you couldn't play the game. And we can't know that you and I are just one thing, or we wouldn't play the game. But we want to get to that point to win the game. So it isn't like, well, what happens when we figure out we're just perfect, amazing beings? Ding, 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 off to the new game. So now the veils are starting to open up so that now we have agreed through our power of awakening, connecting to what we are, to see past and connect to our power. So now we are connecting to the fact that we can talk to anybody who's transitioned into another adventure. They never died, and they're, well, missing them. Like, wait a nanosecond, you'll be over there, playing cards with them or whatever you did. And that's how it works. They just went through the chute and they're out into, amazingness without all the density. We're in the densities. So of course we feel loss, we feel anger, we feel all these things. The game is to master this, and people are mastering it. It's a small percentage, yes. However, they happen to be on my channel, so I get to hear that great feedback from you, and I'm hearing epiphanies. All of you who are my students, the Miracle Circle, Breakthrough Fear has transformed so many lives. Thousands of my students are telling me stories that are mind-blowing. They've been with me for years, some of them. I have women leaving incredibly abusive relationships and sounding like completely different people. You can do all of these things. It's part of your journey, and you cannot go from A to Z. You have to learn how to be that person. You have to master, and then boom, you are the wealthy person. You are the person that can make a difference on this planet. You are the happy, healthy person. You can be abundant for yourself and others. You can share it. And those stories of being broke and spiritual is out the window because you realize it's part of the old matrix that just, what the hell was that? Why would we be broke? Because we're spiritual? Oh, that's right. Who would tell that story? Somebody who wants you to be powerless. That would be a density. Right? So stop listening to that. Hey, everything that you focus on, you are entangled with. And what you entangle with, you manifest. Watch what you're watching out there. And then you scare yourself. Scary movie. I'm going to sleep with the lights on. Okay, it's not real. So why are you watching it? We love it. We love it. We're addicted to it, aren't we? We're addicted to it. It's like, I like to get scared. I know they're actors. Right? It's just ridiculous. But that's part of the intrigue of being human. So this is so unlike what we know we are. So it's like we're fascinated with fear. We're fascinated with anger. We're fascinated with pain and all these things. And then we love to identify with it. I'm an identity. And then you give yourself a name. PTSD is the big one. ADD. I'm like, get in line. We could all go into that category because some people have had traumatic experiences, but you don't have to be a name, right? And we talked about the waves of volunteers and even earth angels. I tell these stories to give you fun little things to know that we have help here. But truthfully, none of it has a name. We're just all light beings here with different missions, different experiences, and every single one of us holds super importance. Some people came here for their own journeys and haven't mastered their own teachings, so they're more focused on themselves and getting through that. Other people here who came in for a bigger, let's just say, frequency raise will help them to master those classes. So there will be people that came here as human entities for a human experience and the human teachings. All right, doesn't mean they're lower than us. It means that they're coming into density with very challenging classes. Those are master classes, right? The bigger challenge you take on, the higher master class it is. But we have to master that. The matrix has reloaded, so we are in a different game. So all the things that are going to happen will not be happening. Because those predictions no longer, they're in the old matrix. Those are old matrix predictions. Isn't that exciting? Go ahead and look up some of the stuff that has been predicted. I'll bet you less than 1% has happened, and none of the really big things, right? Maybe years ago, but not recently. It hasn't been happening, and I'll tell you what, I'll bet you we could change anything that you see out there that you don't like, we can change. But be careful of watching those, because you're going to be, Landria, is this going to we're going to drop off into the, yeah, guess what? The whole planet's going to extinguish at some point, and so are you. Yeah, and is that a problem? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. You are this amazing, all-powerful one consciousness. That space here is all total, super intelligent consciousness, always working with you, just because it's not material. In fact, that is more powerful than the material world you see, because that's put into the density of the material world. We created that. You can do anything, and you have been. Congratulations, and thank you for contributing to the higher frequency. We're going places here. Now, I told you that we've had sort of like a soft shift. That, you know, I'm ditching the video. I couldn't, it wouldn't process, and then I couldn't re-download it. I reshot it. That didn't work. I'm letting it go. I'm not supposed to shoot that video. So what I tried to share in the video is that we have different cosms of experiences. We are participating in a lot of conflict and issues in the things that don't work, and they're going to hit a tipping point, and we have the opportunity, nexus point, to dissolve them. When they dissolve, sometimes it becomes uncomfortable because that means some people have to change jobs or relationships or stuff, and we like sameness. We don't like change, but I guarantee you when you do it, it's amazing. I didn't know why I came down to Florida. I never liked Florida. It's hot. It's hot in Atlanta. What's the big deal? We don't have an ocean up there to look at. No, not where I lived. And I thought, you know, I went with things that just felt like I was supposed to do them. And, you know, I've never been happier. I mean, I've never felt so different. And so it was an energy shift for me. So some of you are going to have to go to different places. Now, I'll give you an example. Eckhart Tolle, when he was writing, I think it was A New Earth, and he's up in the Northwest. I don't know if it was Vancouver or it might have been California or something like that. Anyways, he was writing like I do. Up at 3 o'clock in the morning, here's more ideas. And then he went back to England, where he's from, and crickets. What's that? He couldn't write. So he said there was an energy shift there. So he had been called to the West Coast. He knew he had to do it. He didn't know why, but he was broke, but he made it happen. And that was why he was supposed to be in Mother Earth. She works with us. She has places and energy fields and, you know, vortexes, all these really cool places. And so we as humans, we do work with all that. So yes, the planets, everything all works together to create energy fields. We still have choice within all of it. So when he went to England, he would edit the book. And then he'd come back. Sure enough, the writing would start again. So you may have to make those changes if you're not in a positive energetic field. That matrix is going to continue to shift higher and higher. So you have to match your frequencies with relationships, jobs, how you treat your body, what you eat. Please don't watch this video and go clean your house with chemicals. It's time. And then you're putting what? Don't put stuff down in your sink. We're drinking it. It's poisoning everything. We put it into what? We put them in these huge tanks, run chemicals through to clean the poop out so that we can put it back in the faucets. Does that make any sense to you? Ewy. Yeah, no, we've got to have some solutions. You guys could make millions of dollars providing solutions for the entire world, and we will all flourish, all physically, you know, benefit. We will all flourish in so many ways. And I'm so happy to share my abundance with people who are doing good things. Yeah, tip big, you know, I don't have money. Well, okay, there's a directive. So you're always manifesting, and that's what we've done. We decided, wait a minute, I'm doing that. It's not I'm just one person. No, you are one consciousness. Matrix Reloaded, and we can keep reloading the program, and we can choose different programs within the matrix, and guess what? Boom, we go into a new earth, and we have a program. And the matrix then, we mastered, we won, we mastered it. Yay, off to a new game. But you get to enjoy that for a while. Somebody said, if we are here to help others or whatever, do we not get to transition? Everybody transitions. Everybody has a mission. Everybody has an amazing purpose. Every single person here, whether you're an earth angel or a waver or somebody who came to master forgiveness, you are equally as important. That's why you're on the planet. There's no, higher ups and lowers here. There's only frequencies. So, congratulations. Come on over to the Master Key System Teachings. That's my miracle circle. We are doing some cray-cray stuff. That one consciousness meditation. You got to do it. Every time I do it, I get some amazing downloads. Whoa, some stuff happens. It's beautiful. I start to connect to the one consciousness, and all of a sudden, I see everything. So today, when I did it, I saw, and I haven't seen this in a while, I went into that whole cosmic field, and I saw it turning, all the stars, all the planets, everything, it turns. It's almost like a funnel. I've experienced that before. It's going clockwise. And I went, whoa, I just went into it. So all bets are off when you go in there. Anything beautiful can happen. You're connecting to that power that you are. So every thought that you drop in there, you know, when you go into a lower frequency, you step back out of it, and you go into the material world in a lower frequency, and you start to get caught up in that again. So you can change that. So you can join Manifest Anything. That's a free video series. Go in the description. You can check that out, the Miracle Circle. If you go into Manifest Anything, you get a free mobile app download called What Am I Manifesting? So we got to catch it. You can master this. There's amazing things happen. So I'm telling you right now, we're going to dissolve all these things because they don't work. So change will be inevitable. Yes, yay. Wouldn't it be wonderful to live in a community where people stop and shut your pie hole about this and this? Get over it. Make a choice. You don't have to, my family, okay, whatever, let them talk to the hand, you know, it doesn't bother me. I'm going to do my best to respect other people, and that's what's so important. It's not about you and your ego. It's about respecting other people. You know, do your best to respect them. Do what you have to do to make us all a community that is going to heal, all right? And, you know, again, you make your own individual choices, but we're sick. The planet's sick, and it's been reflected, and we can heal that, but not if we're in conflict with one another. That has to end. No more arguing, no more getting up on your soapbox. Even if it's for a good cause, it's still conflict. Battle nothing. You know, people will listen to you if you're kind and you give them wonderful information, and then you allow them to make their own mind up. You're not forcing your opinions, rather than you in their face telling them they're wrong, right? Nobody wants that. So think about this. We have to come from a higher frequency in everything that we do. That's the new earth. It's not being an automaton, or we don't have opinions anymore. Diversity is beautiful, but we're going to celebrate it instead of battling it. All right, so you guys know that I have multiple income streams, businesses. All of them are spiritually based, and all of them are making a huge impact on this planet. I know because I hear from you. And I learned here, I'm a student at this internet, this is internet training. This isn't the Manifest Anything. That's down in the description. These are free videos. These are my mentors who train me on how to actually set up a business online. You can't wing that. You can't just set it up and do free stuff. You need some real training, just like any business owner, you know, needs to learn all the skills and the tools to do things properly, and you can be highly successful. Holistic products, coaching, writing, books, blogging, affiliate marketing, promoting really healthy stuff. Oh, I got a new toothpaste for you. I have an Amazon influencer store. I'm going to list my new toothpaste in there. Oh, I love it, and it does whiten my teeth. Vegan, non-toxic. All right, we can make choices, and we help those companies. That's the new earth. We're going to just flourish by doing all the high frequency things. We're going to reload the matrix again soon, won't we? So please subscribe and share these. And so maybe you'll pull somebody away from a conspiracy theory channel that's going to scare the crap out of them. You know, ooh, scary. It's not real. It's an illusion. All of it is the man behind the curtain. All right, just never forget that you are totally in control, and you are one beautiful, amazing, amazing light being. You are not the human being you see in that mirror. That's just one adventure. Enjoy it. Make it amazing. Play out this role. And then when you walk off stage, people are going to stand up and give you a standing ovation, applauding. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.